Hey, namaste. Let me close something. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This video is just going to be up for a short time. I am live. And so those who join me for this rather impromptu goddess circle, I will be doing mini readings for the first 3 women that show up. And so I'm just going to start with a little bit of drumming. So welcome if you're just joining me. Tonight is the full moon. Welcome, welcome. I will be doing readings for the first 3 people in the chat. That will be how I know you're here. So go ahead and say hello in the chat. And so this is an impromptu public version of Goddess Circle. So I'm just going to drum for a little bit. If you would like a reading, if you would like a mini reading, then just make a comment, say hello, and that will pop up your nickname, your YouTube name. Okay, welcome. Calling in the spirits. So again, if you're watching in the replay, this is just a full moon, what I call Goddess Circle. I'm just doing it publicly on YouTube. The video will be up for a short time. So I'm going to just call in the spirits, then I'll give you a quick overview of what we'll do. Welcome the spirits. If you are here live and you would like a mini reading, then do make a comment in the chat, and the first 3 people that do so, I will do a mini reading for you. So this is just a public version of Goddess Circle, and typically this happens once a month for my members only and patrons, but I decided to go live on YouTube, impromptu versus doing it via Google, which did not seem to be the appropriate way. So if you're here, and I see some of you are, for this, I usually really like to try to keep the space sacred. So if you can, just stop what you're doing. And as I said, say hello in the chat. And I see 00. So if you would like, I will do a mini reading for you. But so Goddess Circle is just, I was doing it around the time of the full moon or the new moon. So for women, and the divine masculine can be here as well, this session, but for women, the moon is very, very important. I'm still growing in understanding the impact of the moon on our cycles, on our psyche. And so I'm just really glad. Hannah, oh yeah. Let's see, grow and invest. If you don't want a mini reading, then let me know. And then Tana. So you guys were the first three here. So 00, grow and invest, and Tana. So this isn't like my usual YouTube live. I really, like I said, like to keep it in sacred space. So I can't see you using this method. Usually when I do Zoom, I can see folks or Skype, but so I'm just going to ask you to really take some time, go into sacred space. And what I'd like to do, because it's about the moon, is I usually talk a little bit, and I'm going to lead you in a relaxation. Okay, so again, this is Goddess Circle, and this is what we would usually do is I emphasize rest. So I'm going to lead you right now in a guided relaxation. Give me a yes if that sounds good. And this will also be watched in the replay, again, just for a brief time. So to do the relaxation, which is going to be amazing, you guys have done some of my guided meditations, guided relaxation. Yeah. So what I would love for you to do, yes, this is great. That's why I decided to just do it publicly rather than just for a few folks, because I announced it last minute and I said, I'll just go on YouTube and do this. So what you're going to do is you want like your yoga mat, all right? Of course, you guys know I'm always sitting on the ground. So get a yoga mat, you guys. And what you want also is a roll. You could just take a blanket and roll it so you can put that under your knees, okay? It would be hard for me to try and show it, but I may do that. What the hell? I'm doing everything impromptu tonight. So what you're going to do is you're going to get a space where you can lay down. You're going to get a space where you can lay down, okay? So that's the first thing. So then what you're going to do, I'm just going to show you. Obviously, you know how to lay down, but what you're going to do is if you have a yoga mat or a blanket, you're going to fold it and you're going to make a roll, okay? So I'm going to show you what I'm doing in a second. You're going to make a roll, goddesses and divine masculine. Make a roll, and this is going to go under your knees. So let me show you. You're going to lay down, and you're going to love this. If you can participate, I know it's impromptu. You might be driving. Obviously, don't do this if you're driving. Get a roll, and you're going to put it under your knees, okay? And then you're going to get a pillow. So go get a pillow. Now, because I don't want to get up because I'm filming, because I'm the talent, I'm just going to use my meditation cushion, okay? So excuse any mess here. It's just a tissue. And here, let's put my little flower thing. So what you're going to do, goddesses, is you lay down and you put under your knees a roll. This especially is important if you are curvy, because if you've got a round butt like I do, when you lay down, you're going to relax better if you've got this under your knees, okay? So what you're going to do is you've got that under your knees and your head is on a pillow. Now, obviously, I'm going to lead you, so I'm going to have to get up, unfortunately. Okay, so your knees could be more bent. Use a pillow. This could be bigger. So knees slightly bent, but over a support. Okay, so that's the thing you're doing right now. And I'm going to lead you in a relaxation. And that was my sock and either a cat toy inside or a ball, if you're wondering what that odd thing was. Okay, so we're going to do a relaxation. So come to laying on your back. Your arms are out and down at an angle. Palms are facing forward. Okay, if you've ever done yoga, a good yoga class, they do this at the end. So we're doing Shavasana. So head is centered. Just follow my voice. Take a nice deep breath in, light some incense. I am actually currently burning Triloka. This is amazing. I'm addicted to this now. It's rose sandalwood. It's a premium blend. It's made in India. It is so good, you guys. So, so good. So put some incense and then come to laying on your back, feet apart, hip distance apart. If you're just joining us, we're doing a guided relaxation. Take a nice deep belly breath in and out. You can just lay on your carpet. You do not even need a yoga mat. Okay? Just need some cushions, a cushion for your head. We're going to start at the legs. So we're going to point or flex the feet. Let's flex the feet. Inhale, flex your feet. So thrust your heel forward, toes back. Hold it, hold your breath. Hold your breath. And exhale, relax your legs. You're doing great. Yeah, I'm glad I'm just doing this for the public instead of just for the small group of patrons. So just follow along with my voice. Move your laptop, move your phone. You can do this unless you are driving or piloting a plane. You can actually follow along, believe it or not, and still do your activities. So let's flex the feet again. Inhale, flex both feet. So you should feel your calf stretching, toes coming back, heels thrusting forward towards the opposite wall. Hold your breath, hold your breath, hold your breath. And exhale. Relax those legs. And again, you could have a roll under your knees, and this is going to allow you to relax a little bit more. If you're just joining us, you could roll a blanket and just put it underneath your knees. Okay, now we're going to do the buttocks and the belly. We're going to tense. So press your lower back into the mat, pull your tummy in, tighten your lower body, squeeze it, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze the butt. You're trying to crack a walnut there. Squeeze, hold it, and release. Relax your lower body. That should feel really good. I'm imagining you're doing this with me. I'm imagining you should feel increased blood flow in the pelvis and the legs. Okay, let's do one more time. As folks are still joining as I'm speaking. You're laying on your back. Go ahead now, tighten the buttocks, pull the belly button to the spine like you're doing Pilates. Okay, press the lower back down. Keep everything else relaxed, just the pelvic area, and release it. Good. Exhale. Now let go of your lower body. Now we're going to do the chest and the shoulders. Inhale, deep breath in. You're going to fill your lungs, bring your shoulders up to your ears. Squeeze your shoulders up to your ears and hold it. Hold, hold, hold. You're holding your breath. Hold your breath. Hold your breath. In. Exhale. Relax. So the exhale is the relax. Okay. So you're following with my voice. You don't need to watch me. Just listen. Again, if you're in a chair, you literally could still do this. But ideally, you're laying down. Beautiful. Relax those shoulders. Nice. You are doing great. Okay, so everything is relaxed. Now we're just going to do the arms. Make a fist, actually one arm at a time. Make a fist with your right hand. Lift your right hand 2 inches off the ground. Hold it. Lock your right elbow. Tighten your right arm. And drop it. Drop it down. And then shake out your right wrist. Shake, shake, shake very quickly. Quick, quick, quick shake. And drop that right arm. Nice. Progressive relaxation, Shavasana. Now let's do the left arm. Make a fist with your left hand. Lock your left elbow 2 inches in the air. That left arm 2 to 3 inches up. Hold it. I want you to hold your breath. Hold it. Focus on the tension and drop it. Let it go. Nice. Let it go. Now shake out both arms. Shake your right, shake your left, shake your right, shake your left, lift them up an inch or two and drop it again. Good job. If you've been participating up to now, you should feel really relaxed. Only part of you that might be tense is your head. Okay. What we're going to do now is press the back of your head into the floor. Okay. So if you're doing this seated, if you have a headrest, press into the back, into that headrest. Chin comes in, hold it. Feel tension in your neck and release it. Release. You're doing great. Okay. Now we're going to do the face. We're going to do the face. So what you're going to do is you're going to scrunch your eyes. You're going to make a prune face. So scrunch your mouth, scrunch your eyes, everything towards your nose. Scrunch. Nobody's looking. My eyes are closed. Scrunch, crunch, crunch. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And relax your face. Relax your face. Good job. If you're just joining us, you can still participate. We're doing deep relaxation for this full moon goddess circle. Of course, the moon typically is connected with rest as opposed to the solar energies, right? Beautiful. Okay, the next thing we're going to do, I'm not going to demonstrate because it looks so silly, but you're going to open your eyes really wide. Look up to your eyebrows, and you're going to stick out your tongue to touch your chin. Okay, I'm going to do it once. So you inhale, exhale, and make a ha sound. Touch your tongue to your chin. Your eyes are open. Hold it. You're stretching your face the opposite way. And relax your face. Relax your face. Remember, you can do this in a chair. So if you're not able to get to laying down, that's okay. I know you feel good if you are following along. I have led this hundreds and hundreds, probably over 1,000 times. I always say men usually fall asleep when I lead this. All right, now notice your whole body. Take a nice deep breath in and in and in. And exhale through your mouth. And just feel like you're a balloon. You're just letting out all the air. It's going out slowly, slowly, slowly. One more time. Inhale. Deep, deep breath. Hold the breath. Time. Inhale. Deep, deep breath. Hold the breath at the top of the inhale. Exhale through your mouth. Slow, 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 slow. Beautiful. Beautiful. You're resting in Shavasana. We're going to go a little bit deeper. So if you joined late, you still can join. This is Goddess Circle. The Divine Masculine is welcome to participate. We're celebrating the full moon, the energy of rest. All right, beautiful. Let's go even deeper. We're going to bring the attention to the toes, and you're not going to move at all. Now we've done the physical part. You're going to go to the next level deeper. Okay? Feel your toes. Feel the soles of your feet, ankles, calf, your knees. Just notice sensations of warmth or coolness, tingling or vibration, pulsing. How does your lower leg feel? Your toes, heels, ankles, shin, knees. So you're simply traveling through your body, feeling each part, exploring just the sensations. This is going to take you deeper. I invite you to join, even if you missed the first part. Wonderful. Come up now to the thighs. Feel the muscles and the bones, the thighs, front and back. Let your thighs be heavy and relaxed. Doing great. Heavy and relaxed. Join us. We're reclining. We're doing deep relaxation, yoga nidra, shavasana. You can still pose. all the way up to the hips. And now the pelvis, the belly, the buttocks. Scan with your awareness. Notice tingling or pulsing, coolness or warmth, vibration, pulsation. Just the pelvis, the buttocks. Now letting go of that area, we'll continue upward. Notice your breathing. The belly rises as you breathe in and falls gently like a baby breathing. The way a baby breathes, you can see their little round belly go up, right? Like a Buddha belly, and exhale goes down. Nice. So feel and notice the belly and the chest, the ribs, the chest, the belly. You're doing great. Join us. You can still be seated or laying down. Now let go of the front of your body. Bring your attention to the back of your body, the middle of your back, the arch, the curve of your back, your upper back. Notice sensations. Notice tightness. Notice relaxation. Notice pulsing, itching, vibration, swirling. You're doing great. Beautiful. If you're just joining us, we're just doing a relaxation, seated or reclining. So now take a deep breath in, feel your entire torso from the hips up to the shoulders, and exhale. Feel yourself sinking down, down, down. Beautiful. Relax completely. Goddess circle, honoring the full moon, the energies of the full moon as we relax. I'll talk a little bit about this full moon, maybe give you some ritual ideas. And at the end, I'll do mini readings for the 3 people, the first ones that enter the space. Beautiful. Feel the tops of your shoulders, your left shoulder, your right shoulder. Is your left shoulder the same as your right? Or is one a little bit tighter, one a little bit higher up? Can you release both shoulders as you breathe out? Soften, release. Bring your attention to your upper arms, your biceps, your triceps, your elbows. You're just rolling your attention right down your arms, your forearms. Notice the weight of the muscles, whether you're seated in your chair or whether you're laying down. Relax your arms. Beautiful. Come down to your wrists. Can you feel your right wrist? Your left wrist? Feel the back of your hands resting on your chair or on your mat. Feel your fingers. We're going to go through the fingers one by one. Okay, if you fall asleep, some of you have fallen asleep already. You can hear my voice, but you're sort of drifting. That's fine. Feel your thumbs. Index fingers. Index finger, middle finger. Feel the tips. Middle fingers, middle finger. Feel the tips, middle fingers, fourth finger, pinky fingers, the back of your hand and your palms. Relax as you breathe out. You're doing great. Just let yourself go into this state that is not our normal alert hyper focus. This is a different state. You may have never really experienced being awake and being relaxed like this. You're doing wonderful. Your arms are heavy and relaxed. And now we'll just scan through the back of the neck, the throat. And now finally you're scanning your face. So relax your jaw and cheeks. Relax your eyes, your eyelids. Relax your eyelids. Relax any expression on your face. Just let your face be slack, just loose. Relax your temples and your forehead like there's a hand. Imagine my fingers are just gently smoothing your forehead from the center out to the side. Smoothing out any tension in your forehead. Beautiful. As you exhale, just feel any tension leaving your head, leaving your face. Nice. Wonderful, wonderful. Good, good. So now those of you who are here from the beginning, you are in a really deeply relaxed space because we did multiple levels of relaxation. Rest now just for a little while. If you're just joining, don't get bored. Just close your eyes. See if you can just join in this really chill space that you're coming into. You can always watch from the beginning when we began this deep relaxation, Shavasana. Now try not to move at all, okay? You want to just stay completely, utterly still. And just feel your body as energy. You are a divine being. You are a living energy being, having a human life, incarnated here for a purpose. That we want to drop into this blissful underlying state that is your true state, peace, bliss even. See if you can drop another level deeper. Those of you who were with me from the beginning participating, see if you can just drop a little bit deeper into letting go. Let go of your muscles. Let go of the bones. Just feel everything relax, even your skin relaxed, relaxed, relaxed. You might notice as you go so deep, you might hear the sounds, you might hear birds, or if you live in an urban area, you might hear traffic and cars, but notice how you are the center point, stillness, and all of the sound just rotates around you as you rest. You can still rest despite all the activity. Maybe there are children, despite all the activity. Maybe there are children in the other room. Maybe you have roommates. Maybe your partner is upstairs or downstairs. But you're resting deeply. We'll stay for another few moments and then follow the sound of the bell. You'll hear 3 rings of the bell. Nice deep breath, stretch your arms, Point your toes, just like you're waking up in the morning, and we do that instinctive stretch and release. Those of you laying on your back, go ahead and bend your knees up to your belly. Okay, round yourself into a little ball. If you're in a chair, you could just stretch your legs straight and then bend them back down again. If you're laying down, go over onto your side and then just push yourself up. So you kind of walk yourself up. Yes, yes, yes. Nice. Oh, thank you, Loso J. Looks like you've just joined as a member. Wonderful. So coming up to sitting, I didn't even do the relaxation, but I feel so relaxed. Let me know in the chat how you feel. Were you able to participate? Good, 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 good. So this is just Goddess Circle, welcoming the Divine Masculine in as well. I just decided to do it publicly. So again, I try to hold the space a little more sacred. I try to keep it a little slower, a little mellower. Typically, you would be able to see, I would see you as well because we do it on Skype or Zoom. But I decided to just go out and do it on YouTube where I can't see you, unfortunately. But if you become a member or a patron of the channel, then this is once a month that we do that. So I want to talk to you a little bit about this full moon, and then the first 3 people that were here, I'm going to pull cards for them. And if I'm not tired, maybe I'll keep going. So what is this moon? All right. Now, guys, I'm not an astrologer. I do a lot of different things and I know a lot of different systems, but I'm not an astrologer. So I'll share with you some of what I have researched for this particular moon and then any wisdom that comes to me. Because, in fact, a lot of what I was reading about this moon actually resonated with what I was feeling. So I don't use the system of astrology. I do not claim that. That's one thing that I just I don't do. So this moon is sometimes called a strawberry moon, and it's going to be really full at 11:43 Eastern. Okay, so I'm going to give you some things you can do because whether for the male or the female, we need that moon energy. Jay says, thank you. I feel relaxed and calm. I hope you were from the beginning, because if you were from the beginning, you would even have almost been asleep because we did 2 levels. So good. I'm glad. I'm really glad. I love leading that. So yeah, this is called the strawberry moon because by some Native Americans, I'm in the US. So because strawberries is like the earliest you can get like little wild strawberries. It's also called the mead moon, the birth moon, and the honey moon. I just want to say a little bit about the honey moon. Well, of course, so June, going way, way back, has been a time for marriage, for wedding, right? For people joining together and, making it official. And so it could also have, of course, the honeymoon comes after that, why that is given that name in some traditions. It's also called the sister's moon in some African tradition because they're looking at the cluster of stars called the Pleiades, the 7 sisters. And so they noticed this grouping, which also, like the ancient Greeks, also thought that this is a group of women. So that's interesting. I believe cultures were cross-sharing and cross-fertilizing, of course, since ancient times. Despite our current, where we're trying to separate everything, there was trade and going on for millennia. So they both recognized the African name, the sister's moon, the star cluster that would rise apparently early in the morning, like before sunrise is when you'd start to see it again. And so this June moon is called the sister's moon, is one name for it. So what is this about? What refinement and personal power, that has been coming to me personally. This moon, and remember, if you're watching this tomorrow, the day before the full moon and the day after are still potent times. If you want to do any rituals, you can still, it's still fine. It's not like, oh my God, I missed that minute. What do I do? So I kind of used to think, like, oh, I got to do it right before. And no, you've got some grace there. Okay. You've got some grace there. And share in the chat any comments about this. Very much what's coming up for me and in my research astrologically too, it's about refinement of your power. This is a constant for us. Where do we hold our own power versus the power we give away versus the power that others claim over us, like government, like religion, like elders? Where is our power? Where do we hold our power? And the dynamics, family dynamics are also highlighted, and creating respect for yourself and for others. You don't have to agree, but just really working with power. I always like to mention this. It's a really good Saturday spiritually is a day that has to do with donation. Okay. Some of you may not know this, but donation. So anything you can do to help the needy, especially on a Saturday, is considered a little more powerful in terms of the planets, which I have to tell you guys, I have seen I really, like I said, I wasn't, especially years ago, into astrology per se, other than reading my horoscope casually, but especially Vedic astrology. And I want to see if I can type that in. I urge you guys to look at Vedic astrology because it's different than Western astrology. I put it in the chat. It literally, the stars have moved, and Vedic astrology is accurate to what is actually happening, while the Western astrology is off now by several degrees. So if you look at Vedic astrology, you may literally be another sign. But I find it much more potent, much more accurate, maybe because it's actually following where the planets are. So check out Vedic astrology. And if you can donate to especially the elderly, obviously, or the poor, even a small amount on a Saturday is going to be positive for you. Okay. So let me give you a ritual, and then I'm going to take any questions. If you have any questions. Oh, good. Grow and invest. I am so happy. Yeah. And Tana, good, good, good. Faithful True says, who called me? All right. I'm going to just give you some rituals that was shared. I'm going to be reading from my screen. I'm just going to give you a really quick ritual that you can do. All right. Gratitude. The full moon, you guys, I see some people doing the opposite. And of course, it's fine. I really am also trying to work with the energy of not fighting or stressing with people about their beliefs. The full moon is very much about the fullness, the full feminine. So it's a time more of fullness and connection. The new moon is more where you'd set intention. So the full moon is almost the reaping, the lush, the blossoming. So one thing you could do is go out into the full moon tonight or tomorrow and write in your journal maybe 5. 5 is a sacred number for me. 5, 9, or 11 things that you're grateful for. Okay. If you write it, you could leave it out in the moonlight overnight. And this will help, it's said, to bring more experiences that you are grateful for. Okay. Another thing, and I'm actually going to do this. So this is, as I said, called the strawberry moon. You could eat strawberries or have a spoonful of honey. Again, really emphasize the sensuality of it. Get some honey. I pretty much always have some honey in the house, and just have maybe a little, if you have a really pretty spoon, just have a taste of it and really feel the honey permeate your cells. Okay. Most people love honey. Our bodies usually just, every culture, their spiritual tradition uses the idea of honey, right? The land of milk and honey. Honey is like this, sensual, nourishing, nurturing thing. And you have to think that in ancient times when food was really, really scarce for many people, or at times of year, that honey just symbolized the good life. So either eat some strawberries outside in the full moon tonight or have some honey. And then I'm just going to read a little bit also, getting into the natural world. I have been feeling, I'm going to come back to where I can kind of see the screen, very much called. If you guys are like me, you're out there, you're kind of woo-woo. The family might think you're a little nuts. Is there a particular tree or a particular pond or lake that you just love? Go there and just be in nature. sit quietly, appreciate, luxuriate in nature. Okay. That could just be your own back garden. I know some of you may have a beautiful garden. Maybe the garden hasn't come up yet, but just go outside in nature. All right. And connect with nature. Okay. So it's an ideal time. It's a Sagittarius moon, apparently in the Western system. You know, like I said, I don't really do the Western astrology, but so get out in nature because that is very much indicated here. Just let nature heal you. Okay. Another thing we can do, last thing I'm going to give you is you could do work with your journal, with your dreams. Like what dreams is your soul wanting? I'm reading this, I'm reading from some notes. What are desires that are being called? This is the time for that being called forth. And I feel that myself. So that's why I'm sharing this with you. Like what desires really want to be birthed? Okay. What are your visions? What do you have for yourself? How are they meaningful? What's, you know, your purpose? Okay. And then you can also write what is stopping you from living these dreams. Oops, there goes my light. And then you could burn this paper, like what's holding you back. I have done this in ritual with Goddess Circle. We write something and we release it. Doesn't have to be, it's not even some big mystical thing. If you know you want to destroy something, you burn it. I mean, just practical, right? But of course, you're working with that element of fire, very much about releasing, letting go. Okay. You could do that outside in the full moon. So there's a lot you can do. There's a lot you can do. Any questions? And I'm just going to actually, no, I'm going to turn my light on because it makes it blurry if it's too dark. For her birthday gift, a friend asked that we donate or up our donation to our local PBS channel. Yeah. Or anything. It's actually anything that is meaningful for you. Yeah, PBS is great. I know, because let's be honest, with PBS, we're like, oh, the other people are going to donate. I love it. And I'm watching this, but the other folks are going to donate, right? They'll get the mug. I'm not going to get the mug. Okay, I'm going to turn my light on. Any questions? And then I'm going to do the mini readings for 0000. Let me know you're here. Give me a yes. Grow and Invest. Let me know you're here. And Tana. Okay, so I'm only going to do it if you're still here. Well, let's see. Let's get our light fully on. There we go. All right. Yes, so I am so excited to do this. So yeah, 00, are you still here? If you're not here, then I'll award it to someone else. So yeah, it's important, ladies, to really honor the moon cycle. There's some chanting and some more mystical stuff I do that I'm not going to get into here on the channel publicly. But as I mentioned, the goddess coaching is starting. It's on my website. And we'll really get into some magical, mystical stuff there. All right. And the Goddess Circle is for women who are trying to birth something. And I use that metaphor, our womb energy, whether you have a womb or not anymore, or, doesn't have to be with if you're in your fertile phase. As a woman, especially talking to the women here, you're still, that fertility is still there. That's where we birth a lot from. So Tana is saying, yes, she's here. Okay, so Tana, I'm going to start with you and we'll see. So, because I didn't hear from 00 and Grow and Invest. So thank you so much for joining me. I really hope you enjoyed the relaxation. So Tana, I am going to work with you first. Hi, Bevelyn. Oh, Bev, I'm so sorry. We did such a wonderful relaxation. I'm going to leave this up probably maybe just till tomorrow. But there is a beautiful guided relaxation that I invite you to do. Okay. So I am doing a 3-card reading for Tana. She was one of the first 3 people to enter the space. Okay. Tana, you're not following your dream, or you're looking at your dream and how to begin following it. You got the Star reversed. It's a beautiful card. It's a major arcana card. And but you got it reversed. I typically read that as the person is not quite on their life path yet. There's some issue of justice. Wow, you're getting a lot of major arcana, Tana. Oh, thank you, glass half full. So, and I'll hold this up. This may resonate for some of you. So even these readings, if it's not for you, exactly, it still may resonate. So Tana, yes, you got the star reversed. Again, it could be a positive in that you're really examining why are you here? What are you here to birth, to create? What lights you up at your soul level? But you also got the Justice card, which is another major arcana. So this is a important period for you. Wow. You guys, she got 3, I'm putting them away now. She got 3 major arcana. So this is the star card in the typical Rider-Waite. She got it reversed. They got it reversed. And so, yeah. And you know what? Wait a minute. I think this also relates to the Pleiades. I know I should know this, but that's interesting because, you know, I was talking about in one African tradition, this is called the sister's moon. And so I'm trying to remember if the stars are related to the Pleiades. It's interesting. So Tana, tell me, this is like you're not quite on your path yet. You might really be examining it. She got another major arcana, which is justice, which this is a positive card, meaning that something very likely will rule in your favor, or even karmically. I also read it as karmic, but it could be a legal issue, will be in your favor, and that everyone will be treated fairly. So if someone were going through a divorce and they got this card, I would say that they were going to come out of it well, without a lot of hatred and mudslinging and whatnot. Then you also got the Wheel of Fortune. It's not quite the timing is not quite right yet. And so I am fascinated. What is going on for you? Because it's unusual that there would be 3 major arcana, means that they're like big life issues. It's not just a little thing like, oh, I don't know. I mean, it's like bigger things like, should I leave my job and move across the country? Or should I have a baby? The big issues. Am I on the right path in my life? Like, obviously the biggest issue. So Tana, tell me, does that resonate with you? Let me know in the chat, because that's unusual. I would say this is a period where you're going through a lot. I'm going to pull one more card for her, the Archangel. And this is a new deck. It was actually donated to me by a friend who thought it was too woo-woo. She bought it for herself. I actually think I know she bought it for me, because I'm like, oh my God, I was just thinking that. I was doing a meditation, and then it's like, oh, you should do this type of meditation. And I'm like, seriously. So it's just funny because she bought it. And I remember I was with her in the store when she bought, and she just grabbed it. And I thought, she just grabbed it. And I thought, she didn't like look at it a lot, and her, what is it about? So anyway, Tana, I'm going to pull while I wait to hear a comment from you in the chat about the star, about justice. Is there something, there's some sense of a karmic balance. You're going to be treated fairly, basically, in an issue. You're going to be treated fairly. It's going to work out okay in your favor. It may literally be a legal issue, but it may just be the end of like something where there was injustice, I'm going to say. She said, okay, I have felt a huge creative block for many years in supposed to pursue writing. I also want to travel. So there is something about timing that's not quite right. But yes, you're not on your path. You're not on your path yet. You're not doing what you're supposed to kind of be doing, right? You got this upside down. So that beautiful following your dreams, following like your spiritual guidance, you're not doing it. But I feel like that may change. Is there but I feel like that may change. Is there any sort of legal or karmic where you feel like you're in a cycle? Well, the cycle of stuckness, maybe that's what it is, that it's now, there's going to be justice around it. It could be that you were going through a period of blockage. There is something about timing, you know, and that can shift. Maybe it has not been the right time. I have a lot of unprocessed emotions, which has led to anxiety. Yeah. I'm going to pull an Archangel card for you, but I'm going to have to look in the book because this is new to me. Okay, you got Archangel Haniel. Seek so. You guys, you can't make this up. I'll hold it up. It says seek soul satisfaction. That's what the star is about, right? I kept saying your soul, that's that big star. You're supposed to follow it. And it's all about just this beautiful, like, you know, you're on your path. And she got this as the Archangel card. And it says, you can see at the bottom, fan a flame of inner happiness. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to have to read that. Like I said, this is a new deck. Friend just gave it to me. Archangel Haniel. I have found it gives a very accurate reading. So I'm just going to cut to the chase. Choosing this card suggests it's time to lighten up and bring your life into balance. People, are you still with me? Look at this. Even the bird outside. What did I say? The Justice card is about balance. Look at the scale. Look at the scale. She got the Justice card, and here in the book, it says, bring your life into balance. Too much work or worry may be draining you. So your guidance is to focus on what you want, to do, and bring fun, joy, and happiness into your life through the spiritual law of attraction. Wow. Okay, I have to move on, Tana, but your reading is very cohesive. You really, focus on what you want to do. And you can hear, I'm sure, can you guys hear that bird that just like loudly out my window about this? Your reading really is very clear. You need to get on your soul path. And there's something about a turquoise color. So really quick, in the little time that we have, because I have 2 other folks I'm supposed to read for, maybe begin wearing turquoise. Oh, wow. Many sensitive people are affected emotionally by the moon. And if this happens to you, you can call on Archangel Haniel to help you restore your equilibrium. Wow. And again, the word equilibrium, and she got. So yeah, for you, it seems it's picking up this idea of balance in terms of justice. Wow. All right, I'm going to shuffle. Now, is 00 still here, or Grow and Invest? 00 or Grow and Invest, are you guys still here? Oh, I'm glad it resonated. So Tana, do whatever you have to do to first wear some turquoise. Or yeah, just soft blues and greens are going to help. But yeah, get on your soul path. I mean, you're here for a purpose. You are here for a purpose. So, all right. So if 00 came in early but wasn't able to stick around, now I did this the way I typically would, so I didn't want to cut it short just for YouTube. It is a circle. I always do some rest and relaxation. So who else would like, since Grow and Invest is not here and 00 is not here, so I did work on Tana. Is there anybody else who would like a mini reading? Who has not had one in the last month? Let's say, before I close, I release my parents' expectations and protections. Yes. Yeah, there's some sense, I couldn't get in the 3, what is restricting you. And even with that last card where I had to, this Archangel deck that I'm not familiar with yet, there was more info, but yeah. Sharon, sure, Sharon, I don't think I've done anything for you in the last month. Yeah, that would be lovely. I will do for you. Okay. Grow and Invest in real estate. Okay, you are here, Grow and Invest, so I will do a reading for you. All right. I'm going to I'm going to do Sharon first and then Grow and Invest. Okay. So Sharon. Okay, and Sharon, you're replacing someone who wasn't able to stay. So thank you for joining for Goddess Circle. This is for Sharon. Sharon, wow. Interesting. Okay. Wow, you guys. I'm just surprised because everybody's getting like major stuff. Okay, so Sharon. So yeah, the first three, so I can only do three. So Sharon piped up first to replace someone else, and then Grow and Invest came back. So I will read for her because she was one of the first in. Sorry, Bev. But so this is for Sharon. Sharon, you're starting, there's something with your money. I read this very literally as you're beginning to really, and sorry, there's just like pen and ink on my card because I'm an artist. I'm not even sure what happened to my cards. But you got the Page of Pentacles. This indicates the beginning of building some wealth or a project that will bring in some money. So I'm really curious, Sharon, what is that? There's some sense. Now, it could just be that you're focused on it, but it's starting. And then look what else she got. You got two major arcana. Again, that's a high number for only 3 cards. You got the Tower. The Tower card, I do not read it as disaster. I read it as an inner shakeup. Almost always when I pull this for someone and for myself, it's a shakeup of rigid ideas. That's why you see the crown there and this stone building struck by lightning. So the Tower card, and this can help those of you who pull for yourselves, it's always an inner shakeup when I pull it, right? Because, each reader gives a slightly, like, it means this when we pull it. It's hard to explain. It's like an artist. One artist mixes this shade of blue, another mixes a slightly different shade. So you're going through some big shakeups right now. They're not, and I don't think they're bad. They're not bad, especially if they're internal mental shakeups. Again, this is for Sharon. So Sharon, let me know if this resonates with you. It could be outer things like having to suddenly move your house, or, the landlord's like, oh my God, I need this apartment. I'm going to put my grandma in. You got to get out. But often it's inner things, like you just really realize something. So for example, this could be someone who's married who realizes that the marriage is just not working, for example. That type of thing. Or, oh my God, you get a health scare and you're like, yeah, you know what? I need to lose 80 pounds. This is ridiculous. I need to stop smoking. So this is the Tower card. It's like a tower experience where you just get real clarity. So Sharon, let me know. This is so interesting to me. And you got one more major arcana. You're starting over. You got the Fool card. Now, the Fool card is not saying the person is a fool. The actual idea is to be like almost like the holy fool in some traditions. It's just, they're almost like a child. It's to take that step, and he's right at a cliff, and there's a little dog by his heels, and he's got this white rose, and he's got just a little bit of baggage, just like a vagabond, innocent. The idea is that it's okay to be that fool, that you need to start over. You need to start fresh. This could be in somebody's reading, someone who is just kind of getting over their divorce and realizing they want to date again. Notice it's sunny. It's sunny. Okay. The card means that it's a good idea to start fresh and to start innocent. Don't bring baggage, beliefs. So I'm going to say, yeah, you're really, what's happening for you, Sharon? This is really interesting. Sharon Duke says it makes sense. Can you give me just a little more? I'm really curious. There's a sense that you're starting over after something quite big. So again, just from those 3 cards, I don't have a full picture. And I also very much like to talk to people when I do readings, but because it can mean different things. It could mean, literally be correct and mean a very particular situation for one woman, or then it might mean something else for another person. But you've been through some sort of big shakeup. So for example, that could be a divorce, could be the end of a relationship, but you're starting fresh. It looks like you're really doing well. You're bouncing back. Loss of a job, perhaps, something like that. loss of some income, but then it's coming back. You're starting, like the page is young, and it implies it's the start or the beginning. So Sharon, wow. I would say it's actually very positive for you. They say there are some emotional things I have to get out of. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. There's an emotional shakeup and you'll start fresh. You might not be up to the stage because I did 3, which is like past, present, future. So you may not be up to this card yet, but you're being told to be like this, innocent, just like, yeah, maybe so-and-so was a jerk and it was painful, but you know what? I'm not going to let that scarring, carry through for 5 and 10 years. I'm like, I'm starting clean. I'm starting fresh. So I think that's really beautiful. That's a really positive reading. And finally, grow and invest in real estate. And I want to do an Archangel for Sharon. And again, I'm going to read it because, like I said, this deck, it's quite a big deck. I do not have the meanings for all of these. It's a new deck given by a dear friend who found it too woo-woo. And at first I was like, I don't think I like this. But I've been given a lot of hints lately, you guys, that I am connected with the angelic realm and that I need to work with them. Okay, this is for Sharon. And so this ended up, oh my God. I pulled the same card, you guys. I pulled the same card for 2 people in a row. You heard me and saw me shuffling. Oh my God. So this is so amazing, right? Because what's the point of astrology where they're saying their themes? It's unbelievable. Let me see how many cards are in this deck. There are 44 cards, you guys. 44 cards in this deck, and I pull the same card back to back. Archangel Haniel, seek soul satisfaction, fan a flame of inner happiness. You've got exactly the same. So that's the theme. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so let's look at more on this Archangel. Haniel. They are the angel of love and joy. And then she goes, she is a glorious turquoise color and is connected to Venus, the cosmic heart. You guys, and what did Sharon just say in the chat? She said there are some emotional things I have to get out of. Wow. Sharon, are you like amazed? And Tana, she got the same card as you from a deck of 44. So Venus and the cosmic heart. Yeah. Let's sit with that a little bit. So this moon, and again, the full moon is always about the feminine, right? Venus, like that's just so amazing. She radiates divine feminine energy and is very accessible at full moon. I don't know if you guys aren't stunned. I'm stunned. I am telling you, I'm sitting here in my apartment. I shuffled this deck of 44 cards. I got the same card back to back for 2 different people. So talk about a full moon energy. And I didn't know it had anything to do with the full moon. I told you, I just got this deck. It says here, and I'll hold it up so you can you see that? Hopefully it's not totally reversed for you guys. Can you see that? I'm going to keep holding it up for a little bit. Wow. It says she radiates divine feminine energy and is very accessible at the full moon. Write this name down, Archangel Haniel. Haniel. And I read before, many sensitive people are affected emotionally by the moon. If this happens to you, call on Archangel Haniel to help restore your equilibrium. She can even light the flame of inner happiness within you. She helps build inner strength and confidence as you seek divine fulfillment and a stronger relationship with the higher realms. Wow. So that's the theme, everyone. I'm going to say, because I pulled that twice, that is crazy. So I've got one more person I'm going to read for, but this card, this energy, just take it in. Yeah, the full moon. Okay, I'm putting it back in the deck, people. I'm going to put it back in the deck. I put it on top, but now I'm going to put it in the middle of the deck. Oh my God. So grow and invest in real estate. I'm going to pull for you now. Sharon and Tana, if you're still here. So that is that energy. It sounds like it's this, you guys have heart healing, divine feminine healing, the healing of the feminine. the emotions. Yeah. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, I'm going to really shuffle and break the deck, get it fresh. Okay. Gonna just pause for a moment. Yeah, Tana says awesome. It's I mean, just like even if they said mathematically the odds of chance would be very, very high against that just happening. Okay, so I'm gonna keep this is the tarot deck, so I like to have some cards reversed, or if they're supposed to be reversed, or they're going to be upright. All right, so grow and invest in real estate. Okay, grow and invest. You were on my live yesterday. Are you in the Goddess coaching? Let me know. All I can see is text, and I feel like I want to have a sense because you were expressing interest in the Goddess coaching, you guys. I'm not going to flip this card, but it feels like it wants to flip. So I'm just going to turn it the way it is. Yeah, you got the Moon reversed. So some real emotional things coming up for you, some subconscious things. What this is, a Wheel of Fortune, which we got before for Tana. Join the Goddess coaching. It's going to happen over the summer. It's just 1 hour on Sundays, but you will have spiritual homework. It's for women who want to learn how to manifest. You're going to learn tools that you'll have for your whole life. And I want you to come in with a project that's really meaningful to you. Okay. That is enrolling right now on my website. And Spirit said to me that there are women who want this and need this support to manifest whatever it is. Tana, if you need a payment plan, it sounds like you're stuck. Sharon, there's a reason that you're seeing me here. Maybe the Goddess coaching, the manifestation is for you. We start in about 2 weeks, maybe a little bit less. I do have payment plans, and this is I'm just pulling for real estate. This is the last card. This one feels like, okay. Wow. Okay. 2 major arcana. So real estate got Moon reversed. This is good reverse because it means that some subconscious things are coming up for healing. It's different than the Tower card. The Tower card implies this almost like a stark breakthrough, a little bit harsh. This is stuff like through dreams, real estate, dreams, or you wake up with knowing something, you wake up with a hint and intuition. So stuff is coming up for you that you're starting to see things that you didn't see before about yourself, your patterns. I would say inner stuff, healing, subconscious healing. You got the Wheel of Fortune upright. Upright, this is a card, go ahead. It's the right time for you to take an action on something you've been considering or preparing for. This is a very good card. This is a major arcana card. So the Wheel of Fortune implies our fortunes go up and they come down. Just know that when you're at a high point, there might be a low point, but if you're prepared and you have equilibrium, spiritual equilibrium, you're all right. You're about to, if you take advantage of it, go into a high phase where you can create and output and be in the flow. Okay. This is for grow and invest in real estate. So this is a very good card for you. So take action. The timing is now right. Like it's just the right time. And there's something about relationship. I don't know if it's about marriage or starting or more intimacy, moving in with a partner, but you got the 2 of Cups, which is, it can be just a deep, fulfilling friendship. I usually read it though as more romantic. I tend to read it that way. And the people it's a balanced relationship. It feels very balanced. In fact, this is said to represent a more balanced relationship than the Lover's card. The Lover's card can be very passionate but unstable. This 2 of Cups is very much about a partnership, loving, supportive. You're sharing yourself. And I want to say it's also for higher, it implies spiritual growth because you see the snakes going up. I don't know how to pronounce that. Catechus. I'm going to pull an Archangel for you too. It better not be the same one because that would be really creepy. All right. Not yet. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, you know what? I want you to be able to take a vest. Yeah, I'm mixing your name. Take a vest. Take a vest. I don't want you to take a vest. Invest. All right. It's just the fast action. The pricing is the lowest now that it will be. But, email me. I'm going to put that for any of you. And if, like Tana, if you're low income, let me know. But I think that I know this would help you. Tana, I'm speaking to here. In the flow of magic. Write me and maybe we can just set up a quick call. If you're low income, I'm also having some partial scholarships. But this will be where I work with you in a small group, not public like this, where we can really get into it. And we're going to learn manifestation techniques and we're going to do them. So it's not just going to be like you study them. You're going to do them to manifest something. I am manifesting my trip to Italy, and it's not just a trip. I want to really explore different parts of Italy and see where I might want to settle. So that's my project. And I want to support other women in manifesting as well. I'm going to pull an Archangel this is the final card. If there are any questions about goddess coaching, manifestation, about my work, that's the name, is manifestation. That's our focus in this 9-session over the summer, the goddess coaching. All right, let's see what Archangel. Okay, you saw me shuffle. I'm going to keep my hands up on the camera here. I can't see. All right, I'm gonna flip them, but I don't tend to read these oracle cards if they're upside down. I just think the person is having some trouble with them. Okay, so I'm keeping my hands there. If it's the same one, it'll be really weird. All right, this is for real estate. Oh my God, you saw me. I had my hand up, right? And I pulled. You guys, this has like never happened before. I have never done a public reading and had, wow. Wow. And look at that full moon. I pulled for 3 separate individuals. I got different tarot cards, but when I pulled the Archangel, I got this for all 3. Tell me that is not wild. Because I once had somebody write me and like, oh, how is it meaningful? Your cards made in China with pictures on them. And I'm like, yeah, if you reduce it to that, that's like saying the human body is just a bunch of cells in a sack of skin. So yeah, if that's your attitude, because this is wild. You saw my hand on camera and this was what I pulled, the same card for 3 people. So this is clearly the energy. This Archangel Hanael. Seek soul satisfaction. So this is our message. It's very, very clear. We need to tune into what our soul purpose is, why we are here. Sharon Dukes says, okay, very accurate again, Viv. Okay, great. Subconscious healing. Yeah, the moon card is very much, you see how like there's a crab coming out and they're howling at the moon. So yeah, it's a card of almost like mysteries where things are like but it's coming up for you. So this card is better reversed, and you got it reversed. But this is wild. This is really, really wild. So this, I'm gonna look at this and make sure that I read everything, because those of you, even in the replay, this is for all of us, because literally the mathematical odds of me pulling the same card from a deck of 44 3 times in a row, it's just, it'd be really, really, really high odds against. So this Archangel Hanael, I'm going to read you a little more from the guidance. Choosing this card suggests that it's time to lighten up and bring your life into balance. Too much work or worry may be draining you. So all 3 of you that I read for, your guidance is to focus on what do you want to do and bring fun, joy, and happiness into your life through the spiritual law of attraction, which is what I will be working with in the Goddess Circle. Is we as women, our energy is to attract and pull what we desire, not this idea of going out and hunting it. There's a masculine energy of work and there's a feminine energy of work. And the feminine is more about attraction and stillness and then attraction, versus the masculine is very active. And if you even just look at it biologically, and I know this may upset some people, but men, of course, there's a spectrum, but men have more testosterone that allows certain kind of work and way of being in the world, versus those born female. The energy, the biological energy is different. The hormonal balance is different. So this is saying we need to bring more fun, joy, and happiness into our life. And that's also more associated with the feminine. It's to balance the masculine. See the light, bright side to all the situations around you. Look for rainbows. Look for rainbows. The more light you see, the more a bubble of happiness can grow inside of you. And all of you told me you're going through some emotional stuff. That is so fascinating to me, from Tana, going through Sharon and real estate. Yes. So focus on, again, moving out of the masculine, moving out of the doing, into a little more of the being. Do more of what brings you pleasure. And each time, each time you feel a burst of delight or joy, ask Archangel Haniel to fan it into something bigger and more permanent. This will be particularly effective during the full moon, when your emotions may be swayed by the lunar currents. I told you guys, I did not purchase this. The friend purchased this. I remember noticing her getting it, thinking, she didn't read it. I mean, how does she know that's even going to work for her? She kept it for a week and said, Viv, you may like this. And now I'm reading it, using it to read for you. It's talking about a full moon. And they don't all talk about a full moon. There are many. Let me just flash some of them in front of you. They don't all talk about a full moon, right? I mean, I wouldn't have necessarily bought this deck, but yet it's really resonated. I think that I have trouble with, they try for some sense of diversity and depiction, but I find the depictions a little bit cliche, but the text and the information is spot on. The text and the information is spot on. And I particularly love this one. I mean, she looks like she is Hawaiian or some sort of like Southeast Asian or Asian. So they try, but I love the colors in this. So Archangel Haniel, very much with the full moon, ladies, and the divine masculine too, also needs that feminine. So joy. But those who are embodied in the feminine, we need to focus on pleasure, joy. That is what enhances our ability to manifest. So again, those of you watching, I invite you to join. This was Goddess Circle, which is monthly, usually just for my members and patrons. Goddess Coaching is a 9-session coaching that starts in about 2 weeks. And it'll be private, and you'll be working on a project you want to birth, whether that's a new relationship, meeting that your soulmate, whether that's starting a business or a side hustle, whether that's losing 40 pounds and moving to another country, moving to Greece, because you've always wanted to move to Greece and you want to be slimmer when you move to Greece. So you can work on your project with my guidance, teaching you how to manifest. Okay, I am a master manifester. Before I close, I'm going to share with you some things I have manifested. Again, manifesting for me, you guys, doesn't mean like, oh, I had 1.5 million and I bought and I got a house. It's like, okay, manifesting for me is when it is magical and against the odds. Okay, and happens in an odd way. I have used manifestation to multiple times to get really inexpensive dwellings way below market value. In fact, grow and invest in real estate, not to offend you. I'm really good with real estate, and getting way, like where I am now is way below market value. Amazing landlords, like and I manifested that. I was told to go on Facebook through my intuition. Okay. Just so I prove to you that I am a master manifester. Spirit was like, go on Facebook. I'm like, I don't know anybody on Facebook, which isn't true. I know some people on Facebook. I'm like, they're like, just basically you will find someone through Facebook, and I found where I currently live, again, way below market value. They could get much more for where I live. For whatever reason, they don't want to. They're happy with me. I'm happy with them. And it was through Facebook. The one of the two landlords said, you know what, you know so many people I know, you've got to be good. I want you to move in. And it was just magical. There's a whole thing to it that I could give. Maybe I'll tell another time. I manifested many, many things, getting a huge scholarship for graduate school that I didn't know anything about, but I just wrote down and I got the exact amount I asked for, the exact amount. So I always say, I don't know if it was just precognition or was it co-creative, because it could have just been that I sort of was aware that that was available, through intuitive or spiritual means. So, whether we do some vision boarding, whether we do some affirmations, I'm really good at seeing what the blocks are also. So that's why I invite you to even be in the coaching with me, because very often it's to just help you see what the block is. And then if you can work through that, once you're aware of, oh my gosh, that's what's blocking me, you can move forward. So that's, check out over on my website, which is In the Flow of Magic. And I want to thank you guys, and I'm going to drum us out in the flow of magic, because I truly believe we can, or we are meant to, live our lives balanced and in the flow of the magic that is reality. And I'm not saying, I was just reading something recently that actually I'll share with you that was it was sort of disturbing, but I'm going to share it with you. It was saying that, like in the Buddhist tradition, because I took a little break in nature recently, and it was saying that different realms exist all at once. So I'll give you a real quick example. So like a heavenly realm exists where I'm sitting by a stream, to someone in a higher realm, that stream is like incredible. It's almost made of like jewels, and it's just incredible. The human level, the human's like, oh, this is beautiful and refreshing. And they're like, for being in like a hell realm or in a lower realm, it's literally like a stream of fire. And I was like, whoa. So it's almost like there's not one fixed reality, because even when I look at the world right now, and this is just some wisdom, some spiritual musings, there are people living at like a hellish level on this planet, as we all know. And there are people living like literally, ridiculously sort of opulent, carefree lives. So it's been clear to me that literally the levels can also exist all at once, even on this planet. I do think Earth is a dense planet. I'm just saying. There's a lot of dense energy on this planet. So if you're here, maybe you're a light worker. Some people don't like that word, but maybe you're here to share your gifts. Thank the spirits, ancestors, guides, the angels and the archangels. We thank our guardian angels. That's been also coming up a lot for me. I want to share with you the idea of your guardian angel. Ask your guardian angel for help. You don't have to lift everything yourself in life. Just ask for help. Nice deep breath in and out. Since I was live 2 days in a row, I'm not sure that I'll be live tomorrow, but I hope this serves you. You can come back. I'm going to mark when the relaxation was. So if you want to just do the relaxation part, divine feminine, divine masculine, I will mark where it is. So you could just come back and listen to me and lead and just do that. Okay. Because you can do that relaxation every day. We're all under so much stress. If you can literally do a relaxation every day, you're going to be like way above in terms of your functioning than the rest of society. So I'm just going to read the final. Tana says, I'm interested in your coaching and readings as well. I have a poor Wi-Fi connection right now. Oh, connecting right now. Okay. Make more mistakes when I don't take chances. Yes. When I don't take chances. Yes. Yes. It sounds like you have a lot of fear, Tana. Fear is with the kidney meridian. That's something even we will work on. I'm going to work on health also within. I really want to pack a lot in. I'm going to throw a lot of what I know. I can't throw everything that I know, but I'm going to throw what's relevant at you. So I'm getting that you have a lot of fear, Tana, and fear has to do with the kidney and bladder meridians. And so there are things you could literally do to strengthen that energy so that you start to feel like you can take more chances. So yeah, if you go to my website, intheflowofmagic.com, you'll see the program, but also the email is assistant@intheflowofmagic. And if you have questions or any concerns or need a payment plan, you can just reach out through that is my work email. So blessings. I probably won't go live tomorrow, but I'm so glad that you're able to do Goddess Circle. And if you would like, for $3.99, you can just become a member of the channel. It supports the work that I do. It keeps the channel going. It provides a little bit of a base, so I know each month at least there's like this much. There's always at least this one meeting, and sometimes I'll do yoga or do something extra for the members and patrons. Okay. So think about that. And to do that, you could just click the join button right here on my page, or go to patreon.com, which is even better, patreon.com/yogini Kala. That's just, like I said, $4 a month to become a member and a supporter of the channel. There are a few little perks, as I just mentioned. Okay, it's just a relatively low cost way to support the work if you enjoy it. All right. Much love. Stay blissed and blessed. And as I say that, Percival's like stretching, like, oh, she's going to feed me now. Okay. Bye, all. Let's see. How do I? There we go. On YouTube. Yes, Percival.